My crush rejected me 100 times, but when she find out my true identity, she regretted immediately. Chapter 1. Mr. Name is Brian, 29 years old. I fall in love with Aline last 2 years. Since then I have been pursue her trying to get her to love me back, but she reject me and give me conditions to propose her 100 times in public before she will give me chance. I love Aline so much, I can do anything for her. I have been proposing her all this time and I get nothing but humiliation. Today will be my 100 times proposing to her. According to our agreement, after all the humiliation, she will agree to me on this 100 times proposal. I'm more than happy to propose her today on her best friend's birthday party. Brian dress up with his favorite suit while smiles on his face and look at himself on the mirror and say, "Today will be the happiest day in my life," and he walk out. Few hours later on Aline friend's birthday party, Brian arrive on the gate and took an engagement ring out from his pocket and puff before walk in. Aline and his friends are dancing and Brian shout out, "Attention everyone," with smile on his face, and the crowd stop dancing and turn their attention to Brian. Aline, as days go by, my feelings get stronger. To be in your arms, I can't wait any longer. Look into my eyes and you will see that it's true. Day and night my thoughts are to have you in my arms. I love you, Aline, please make me the happiest guy on earth by marrying me. Brian says while walking towards Aline in the crowd. Brian reach in front of Aline. Brian pull the ring out from his pocket. Just when Brian kneel down to put the ring on Aline's hand, and Aline and her friends burst out laughter. Aline snatch the ring and say, "This is iron ring, do you think I'm that cheap, and who told you I'm going to date a worthless loser like you?" Aline says, and her friends burst out laughter, and Aline grab cake on the table and starts smashing it on Brian's face while the crowd laughing. The crowd start pouring wine and other drinks on Brian and make fun of him. Minutes later, Brian is going home, while he's soaked with wine and cake all over his face while people on the street take pictures of him. Hour later in Brian's house, Brian throw his suit on the couch and sit down, and flash back all the humiliations he has endured all the years just because he loves Aline. Flashback, on street Brian wearing simple t-shirt going somewhere and notice Aline and her friends passing by. Brian eyes light up with love, watching Aline chatting with her friends and laughing. Brian smile happily. Flashback end. Brian sit on the couch and say, "So this is how it feels to be played by someone you love." To be continue.